mom's on a work phone call and she's trying to be quiet, but the way the basement is set up, it's just not the best for sound. But hopefully I'll just be talking over her the whole time. Anyways, I'm just gonna say some things about connective tissue and then I'll go straight into the types, because I don't want to spend too much time on random stuff. So there are two types of connective tissue. There's connective tissue proper and specialized connective tissue. The functions of connective tissue include connecting, support, protection, and transport. It connects by anchoring tissues together. It supports by, for example, bone and cartilage, supports the weight of your body. Protection, as in bone tissue, protects your internal organs. And transport, blood is actually the main transport medium in your body, and that is considered a connective tissue. So I think one thing I can say is that when you see the words connecting, binding, or anchoring, it's definitely having something to do with connective tissue, and that's a really big giveaway on exams. So going into the connective tissue proper, we first have loose, or also known as areolar connective tissue. It is composed primarily of ground substance. All 3 protein fibers are included, which we talked about in the previous video. It also contains fibroblasts and other cells. Locations in the body include beneath the epithelium of the skin, membranes lining body cavities, and layers in the walls of hollow organs. It also houses immune system cells. So that was loose connective tissue. Next we have dense connective. It is also known as fibrous connective tissue. It is composed mostly of protein fibers. There are 3 classes of dense connective tissue. We have dense irregular connective, dense regular collagenous connective tissue, and dense regular elastic connective tissue. I also apologize about my stomach noises. I might have to mute it at some points. First up is dense irregular connective tissue. These are disorganized bundles decrease in size to a point where fibroblasts and ECM are scarcely visible. So basically, in that note, what it means is the adipocytes get so big that the surrounding cell, or the cell components like organelles and the nucleus and whatnot, they're all pushed to the border of the cell. So when you're looking under a microscope, it's very white in the middle, but then stained pink on the outside. Okay, its functions include fat storage, insulation, and shock absorption. Girl, she's shouting on the phone. Okay, so then we have subtypes of adipose tissue. There is white adipose tissue. It is the predominant fat tissue in the body. It is deep to skin as subcutaneous fat in the abdomen, breasts, hips, buttocks, and thighs. There is also visceral fat that surrounds the heart and abdominal organs. And I learned that the visceral fat around the heart, in the scenario that you are suffering starvation, when you are losing all of your other adipocytes in your body, your heart can still get some nutrients from the visceral fat around it. But you don't want that to happen. I just think it's crazy that the body will take every last bit so you can survive. There's also brown adipose tissue. It is less common. It is due to numerous mitochondria in the cytoplasm and a vast blood supply. It's very common in babies because it helps them warm up easier. Alright, so in the beginning I said there are two types of connective tissue. There's connective tissue proper and then specialized connective tissue. We already went over the proper, so now we are getting into specialized connective tissue. This includes cartilage, bone, and blood. Cartilage is a tough, flexible tissue. It absorbs shock and resists tension, compression, and shearing forces. Its ECM consists of collagen and elastic fibers, proteoglycans, and glycosaminoglycans. I feel like that's such a tingly word, glycosaminoglycan. It also includes chondroblasts. These are immature cells, divide by mitosis, and make most of the ECM. And let me tell you right now, the more you go on in anatomy, you'll recognize patterns of root words. So whenever you see chondro at the beginning of a word, you know that it's going to have to do with cartilage. Same thing with fibro. It's going to have to do with connective tissue. I'm trying to think of another example. Like myo means muscle. Just there's a lot of hints that can give away answers in your exams when it comes down to histology, and you just have to remember the root words, and it can help you tremendously. So if I find more examples, I'll share that. Anyways, they are largely avascular. The blood supply is mostly restricted to the perichondrium. There's hyaline, fibrocartilage, and elastic. Those are three types of cartilage, by the way. Starting with hyaline cartilage, this is a glassy, mostly ground substance with small collagen bundles. It is irregularly arranged with chondrocytes located inside of lacunae. And lacunae are, I like to think, lacunae kind of sounds like lagoon, and I think the chondrocytes are hiding in the lagoon. So we have a lagoon here under the microscope, and the chondrocytes are in the middle. Its function is providing support, forms the fetal skeleton, covers articular ends of long bones. The location also includes the tip of the nose, the trachea, the costal cartilage, epiphyseal growth plates, articular ends of long bones, and most fetal skeletons, which I believe I repeated before, but that's okay. Honestly, that's my favorite type of cartilage. I don't know why. I just really like all the facts about it. The structure is readily visible with collagen bundles and limited ground substance. There are large chondrocytes in the laguni. Its function includes resisting compression and elasticity. Its location is the discs in the spine, and also it's in a different type of joint, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's typically not a movable joint. It's just something where it shifts very little. But yeah, discs in the spine is one of them. Lastly, we have elastic cartilage. It's made up of elastic fibers. Its function is to maintain shape, but also keep flexible. Its location is in the external ear and the epiglottis of the larynx, which is what prevents you from swallowing food into your air pipe. Next on the specialized connective tissue is bone. We have osteocytes, which are mature bone cells, osteoblasts, which builds bone, if that makes sense. Actually, I'll get into it in a second. And then osteoclasts, which breaks down bone. So osteoclast, so important for so many units. You think you're done with it after bone, but you're not. You are not. The way that I remember it is osteoblast. Blast starts with B. What also starts with B is builds. So osteoblast builds, and then osteoclast, crash, kind of is a negative connotation, like breaking down, crashing things. So that starts with a C. Osteoclast, crash. So it's breaking down that stuff in your bones to put it